The 50 pence coin, the first 50 years 1969-2019. Thank you for purchasing this copy of the History of the 50 pence coin, which contains a considerable amount of new previously unpublished information collated from a wide variety of sources to help you with understanding your collection of 50p coins. This is the first edition of the book which covers the first 50 years of the 50p plus 1 year. It not only includes all of the 50p coins issued during the first 50 years, but also the UK 50 pence coins that have been issued by the Royal Mint during 2020. The price of the 2020 edition of this e-book is £10, which includes free future updates of the book whenever they are issued. Updates of the book will be issued every 2 years. We would like to acknowledge the wide range of sources of valuable information that we have used to create this book and are especially grateful to the Royal Mint for providing some very interesting data that has allowed us to incorporate quite a lot of previously unpublished information. This copy of the History of the 50 pence coin belongs to Mr. Brushwood Coins. Copyright note: please feel free to print out whatever parts of the book you wish for your own personal use, but in order to protect our copyright, we would like to request that you do not copy it to other people. If you wish to recommend someone else that might like to purchase a copy, then please let us know their contact details, and as soon as they complete their purchase, we will send you a discount voucher for use on any product you purchase from Brushwood Coins. Each copy of the book that has been purchased contains a watermark which identifies it as your own personal copy. The 50 pence coin, the first 50 years 1969-2019. The popularity of the 50 pence coin has grown very rapidly in recent years as more and more new commemorative designs of 50p have been issued by the Royal Mint. Searching for the wide variety of different coin designs that have been issued into general circulation has created a new generation of avid coin collectors within the space of only a few years. Collecting the related sets of coins, such as the London Olympic Sports and the Beatrix Potter series of 50p, has become particularly addictive for many, especially when nobody knows for several years which coins are actually going to be the rarer ones. The 50th anniversary of the issue of the first 50p coin therefore seems an appropriate time for this Brushwood Coins fact note to take an in-depth look at the history of all the 50 pence designs that have ever been issued during the first 50 years. An unprecedented number of 50p coins were released during 2019, with some issued into general circulation, whilst many others were solely issued as 50th anniversary special limited editions, and all of these are discussed in this note. Our coin note is intended to provide interested collectors with a good knowledge of all aspects of the 50p coin to assist them with their collecting, whatever their age or experience, as well as taking a look at some of the myths and legends surrounding the so-called rare 50p coins. A discussion section on fakes, forgeries and false news is included to help collectors avoid some of the common pitfalls when buying some of the rarer 50p coins. There is a detailed reference table, Table 1, describing every UK 50p issued since 1969, and also a complete rarity index reference table, Table 2, covering every single 50p variation issued, including special editions and those that were only ever available in Royal Mint sets. These two tables form the largest part of this coin note, providing over 60 pages of very detailed 50p information, and contain some previously unpublished facts that may surprise readers whether they are new to collecting or more experienced. Also included within Table 1 is a detailed section on the scarce London Olympic 50p Sports Series, with lots more detailed 50p related information following on from the main table in 8 pages of subsidiary reference tables and lists. Completeness, we also take a brief look at some of the very interesting non-UK 50 pence coins and sets of coins that have been issued by the UK territories and dependencies, but which are actually not legal tender in the UK, despite being exactly the same shape and often being found in mainland change. Further detailed information on 50p coins is also included in a series of supporting annexes, covering such topics as the Royal Mint experience, strike your own, SYO 50p coins, and this edition now also includes all the 50p coins issued during 2020. A detailed overview of the 50p error coins that have been discovered. since 1969 is also included in the annexes. This part of our coin note is by far the most extensive and contains detailed information about every 50p coin issued. Section 4, however, is just an introduction to the content of the very detailed 50p reverse design database tables, which can be found at the back of the note for easiest reference. The 50p reverse design information is presented in two very large tables, so that you can find all the information you might need easily by selecting whichever table best suits your needs. Use Table 1 Foot 2. Find out all the detailed information for any particular 50p coin that you might be interested in, and then search Table 2 Feet for its ranking position if you wish to find out how scarce it is relative to all other UK 50p coins issued. Table 1. Chronological order, pages 30 to 86. The first and largest table, Table 1, covers every UK 50p design that has been issued to date. Starting with the first 50p issued in 1969 and running in chronological order through all the 50p reverse designs, including all the 50th anniversary special coins issued, through to the end of 2019. In Table 1, for each 50 pence design there is an illustration of the reverse, its year of issue, a description of the design, name of the designer, and the mintage released into general circulation by the Royal Mint. The table, occupying well over 50 pages, also highlights which obverse portrait is associated with the reverse design whenever there are changes made to the design of the obverse. The quantity of coins minted at the higher proof and the BUNC minting standards are also included in this first table for each of the 50p designs. Also identified in Table 1 are all the additional 50p designs that were only ever issued as limited editions within proof and brilliant uncirculated sets BUNC but never issued into general circulation. This applies particularly to a number of scarce definitive 50p issues which were often only ever issued within Royal Mint annual year sets. Table 2. Rarity ranking order, pages 87 to 94. The second table again lists all the 50p reverse designs ever issued, but now in a completely different order. This time they are ranked using the relative rarity of the coins, starting with the rarest, rather than in order of their date of issue. Unlike some other attempts to produce a 50p rarity ranking index, our second table covers every 50 pence coin issued in the UK since 1969, including all the early larger sized and all the current smaller sized 50p coins, with issue dates up to and including 2019. The rarity table extends over 8 pages. The sequence of the coins in the rarity order, Table 2, is based purely on their actual minting quantities, as published retrospectively by the Royal Mint, and it is not skewed in any way by such subjective effects as perceived demand, popularity, or by having certain selected groups of 50p designs omitted altogether, as is often done by certain quite well-known commercial sellers in their rarity listings. The release of the 2018 50p mintage figures in October 2019 by the Royal Mint has affected the table significantly, for example by all the 2018 Beatrix Potter coins which are now known to be scarce. The 2019 Peter Rabbit 50p has also had a very surprising impact. There is a great deal of entirely false information regularly published in the media and in advertising regarding 50p coin rarity, so this second table is intended to give an entirely impartial view of how scarce or not some of the 50p coins actually are. Section 5, that follows, is a useful introduction to the top 10 rarest 50p coins that will be found in Table 2. 6. Minting standards used by the Royal Mint for 50p coins. For 50 pence coin collectors who may not be familiar with how to spot the difference between the three minting standards used by the Royal Mint, the following definitions are quite important and will help you to understand the key differences. These minting standards are regularly misused in descriptions by people selling coins on the internet, sometimes because they do not properly understand the differences, but often in an attempt to mislead the less knowledgeable coin collector into thinking they are buying a higher quality coin than they may actually end up receiving. Before explaining the differences, it is important to appreciate that these minting standards are not the same as grades, used to define a coin's condition or state of wear. If you need to understand the accepted UK definitions for a coin's condition, or grade, then there is another Brushwood coin note that you can refer to entitled Coin Grading, under the Collector's Coins section of the Brushwood Coins website. The minting standard defines the quality of surface, finish and detail on the coin at the point of manufacture. There are 3 minting, or striking, standards regularly used by the Royal Mint for base metal 50p coins. General Circulation Standard. Brilliant Uncirculated BUNC or BU. Proof Standard. Sometimes the Royal Mint has issued subtly different variants of 50p coin design at more than one minting standard, which can make it easier to tell which coin you have in your hand, but only if you know the exact detailed differences. However, another word of warning, do not rely entirely on the Royal Mint's own website, as there are unfortunately some errors and omissions. A prime example, at the time of writing, is the very scarce 2009 Kew Gardens 50p